Yo guys, welcome back to another video, and in today's video we'll be talking about Tropical Storm Blast, which is now weakening to 50 miles an hour. It was 60 miles an hour ago, a couple of hours ago, and yeah, as you can see here, here's the code of uncertainty. Now, the cone could go anywhere here, but it's not really looking that good. I'll show you the satellite imagery about this app. It's got good satellite imagery. This is the satellite imagery. It's not really looking that good anymore. As over here, as cold sea surface temperatures. Over here, it's alright. The sea surface temperatures are. But as it got up to here, it was like 24 degrees Celsius. So, somewhere about there. And, in the Atlantic, we don't really have anything else. That disturbance. That disturbance, that was here. It went inland, moved up. Didn't really do much. It just meandered here in the Atlantic for 2 days, and then a piece of it could reform in the Gulf, but we could have another system from over here, which could be coming in the Caribbean, and make landfall here. But as you can see, tropical depression cilia is that it was a tropical storm, 40 miles an hour, 35 knots, but it's not a tropical storm anymore as it got sheared to death by wind shear and dry air and all of that. But on here it's meant to get to 70 miles an hour, which is pretty insane. But it's 50 miles an hour at this blast is right now. And as you can see, it's meant to get to 40. Instead of 40, and then by I think this is Monday or Sunday night, it dissipates and then just becomes a remnant low and will not do nothing. But with this system, it's staying at 35 miles an hour. Wind gust is 40 knots. It's 45 miles an hour. I'll show you tropical tidbits, and tropical tidbits, it's looking alright. La Nina is still kind of weakening, which it's alright for a neutral phase, but if it goes into El Nino, man, I actually will be surprised. It's heading that way pretty fast, and I wouldn't be surprised if we do, but that's not gonna happen. But this is tropical depression cilia, and it's not really looking that good right now because most of the convection is only on this half of the system. Reason why it's only on this half of the system is because it had wind shear blowing on the system for quite a bit, which is suppressing all of this activity, which was wrapping around here. It's now suppressing it, which is making the low-level central circulation become more loose. If I can show you visible satellite imagery, I'll show you what I'm on about. This is the central circulation for this storm, right here. Here is the convective blobs. This was on the center 2 days ago. And you can clearly see the system has a central circulation, which is good. You know, it's breathing well. Well, it was breathing well until wind shear teared this system up nearly apart. I don't think the system has much life in it left anymore. But the current model ones, they want the system to go anywhere, right, with blasts. They want this system to go out to sea and not really affect anyone. It's moving north. It's moving northwest at 6 miles an hour. Then 993. You know, it's sort of looking good, but at the same time, with tropical depression cilia, they've updated this, and still tropical depression, which is moving at west northwest at 5 miles an hour. No change in the track or intensity, which is pretty much what I expected it to be. Here's the model ones, and yeah, it's just meant to be, it's just being a wonky path, but this is its track intensity. This is for blasts. As you can see, it's just a steady, slow rise down. At this point, it's going to be a tropical depression here, which is not really doing that good or anything. But with cilia, do cilia now. Different storm 3E. Cilia is looking. Blast is looking a bit better than cilia, to be honest with you. But most of the models want this to be a category 2, category 1, but most of them want this to be a tropical storm with the HWRFI, HWFI wants this to be a category 4, which is not really which is not really which is not really decent at the moment, because the it could get to any intensity. It could stay tropical depression intensity. It could stay tropical storm intensity. It could stay category 1, category 2, or maybe even become a category 4. You don't really know with these systems. Here is the track forecast. It's meant to get to 987 and then 991. It's taking a pretty much similar track to Blast, but it's moving. It's going to be moving over water for a lot longer than Blast did, because it did form up here, then it actually made a loop on itself and then came over here, which is, you know, pretty decent for a storm, but it's also kind of a weird looking track. I'm not going to lie, because the track was a bit weird, and not really looking as good as I thought. But here is the model ones for cilia. I just want it going. Most of the models want it going, but northwest. Most of the models want it going a bit fast, a little bit south, and one of the models wants it going at least 15 degrees north, and one of them wants to go. Yeah, one of them wants to go about 5 to 10 degrees north, which is pretty low latitude. But most of them are in a consensus that that's moving out to sea. Most of them want it to move south. Some of them want it to move north. Some of the models want it to move south, like these models. Most of the models want it to move north, but like this. And then some of the models want it to move like that. It could do anything. It depends on the high pressure ridge. Forecast models for the Atlantic there's some been shown in the North Atlantic. That was kind of concerning on the 0Z model one. And it was kind of a strong system, but it's not really showed up anymore. And I don't really think we're going to have another storm in June, to be honest with you, which I might have to downgrade my predictions, guys. So if you guys will be here for that, I'll be appreciated. But and I'll show you the Eastern Pacific, and then I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna end the video there. But as you can see blast here, which is weakening as it heads out towards the west northwest, which is like this, basically. And you can see cilia over here. No, that's not cilia. This is cilia over here. It is basically moving like this. So if you watch the track in the next couple of days, so it's weakening, then reforms over here, and they want a minimal hurricane out of this, guys. The GFS has been saying this for ages. They want a category 4 out of this system. So if this does make landfall, now I don't know where it's going to be making landfall on. Could make landfall in BG, California, or the Socorros Islands. Makes landfall in the Socorros Islands, you guys have to watch out, but this is in the long term, so this might not really happen. But if it does happen, you guys in the Socorros Islands, watch out for this. So, and then we have another system that, potentially becomes a little small system, whereas obviously starts weakening afterwards. It becomes a little tiny system hit off the coast like this. Maybe become a little tropical storm. And then, yeah. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to smash the subscribe button. Forget to share this video with family and friends on social media. God bless you all from these storms. Stay safe this hurricane season. I'll be covering every single storm this season. Well, try to anyway. And yeah, anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like, comment, subscribe, see you in the next video. And peace and have a great day. And goodbye.